Okay, let's move on. Now, Memorial Day. Um, they cooked out, and they had, everyone was still here. Um, the Karen's girlfriend, wife, Karen Senior's girlfriend, sister, brother-in-law, 4 kids, and also Karen Jr.'s stepson and his wife's son was here. And they had a cookout. They were out here by their back porch, and right next to our laundry room windows. So we overheard them talking. The adults, and found out that they were scheming to either try to get our landlord to evict us, I mean, my husband, or make our lives so miserable that we would voluntarily move out. It's still the plan too. So, because they could have the upstairs, and the sister and her family could have downstairs, and they could do whatever they want in the house, around the house. That was their plan. They'll have the run of the house, even though it ain't their house. So, yeah. So I got a whole landlord again. I, told them what we overheard and stuff like that, and she says, and they said that that makes sense because diaperboy Karen Senior girlfriend was calling them up, telling them that they should evict us because she has somebody that wants our apartment. I said, it ain't gonna happen. I'm not moving. I was here first. We were here first. We busted our ass, our butts off, cleaning both apartments so we could move in. And like I said, we're not moving. We're too old. I'm 55. My husband's 60. And no, the next time I move is going to be in my own home. So, and not to mention we have 4 dogs. Who's going to rent to us with 4 dogs? Besides our landlord. Nobody. So, anyways. So we'll move on. Because, there's the one motive. The other motive is that, I'll get into that later. So, let's go to June. There's one day in June that was very traumatic. That I had an anxiety attack that I've never had before. I was having chest pains on this day. And I'm going to tell you right now, okay? Karen, I and my friend put our patio chairs in the parking spot out here, because it's cold. It was cold, that very unseasonably cold. And I wanted to sit outside, but I didn't want to sit on the porch because, there was no sun. I wanted to be in the sun so I can, enjoy the day. So my friend helped me put my patio chairs, like I said, in the parking spot, walked it to my porch. Then we came in here to smoke a bowl of weed. because, back then it wasn't legal. You didn't dare smoke it outdoors. And while we were in here, Karen Sr. upstairs came down the stairs, out his door, and by this time, because you can hear him up there, by this time, I had my video camera going. And he proceeded to take my patio chairs and fling them onto our lawn in front of our porch, and saying that I could not block their driveway because they needed their driveway. And I told them, and I says, it's not your driveway, it's my driveway, and you're destroying private property. Your driveway is in the rear of the building. That's what the landlord said. And didn't particularly care for that. Ripped off the no trespassing, no parking sign off my post up on my porch. Proceeded to come up onto my porch. Hit my window, this one right here, behind me, with my brand new fan in it that my friend gave me that weekend. Hit it so hard that it came out of my window, and mind you, I had my window on it, so it wouldn't move. So, it didn't flew out of my window, but it did, it didn't fall either. And I would show you that video, but it's got a lot of swearing in it, so. But anyways, then he went off my porch, came around to my other window, I showed you that, and said something about that damn video and N-word, all that BS, because that's what it was, BS. So I got sick of it. I went outdoors, I went right up to the edge of my parking spot, and I looked right at him because he was sitting on his steps of his porch, and I says, where is that video? You keep hanging that over our heads. I want to see it. So fork it over. Well, he got so pissed off that he jumped off his step like a raging bull and rammed into me so hard that I fell in my driveway. And it's a good thing I twisted my body around so I'd land on my wrist, which it hurt, than my back because I have a bad back. So I went inside and I called my landlord. Told them. They apparently got a hold of him. Told him, I don't know what. And then they called me back and said that they dealt with it. So I said, alright. If he says anything else anymore, just ignore him. Okay. So, and a few hours later, my son called, asking if he could borrow money. And I said, yeah, come on over and pick me up and we'll go get the money. So he did. Saw my chairs. Asked me what happened. And I said, I'll tell you on the way, just get us out of the driveway. And when we got out of the driveway and started, I told him about, what he did and about pushing me and, my son, you don't touch mom. You don't touch mom at all. Especially that way. So, he wasn't too happy. But he's a level-headed young man, so I'm very proud of him. So, anyways, got the money. He brought me back, and I asked him, I said, could you stay in the driveway long enough for me to get on my porch? Because when we came back and pulling into our driveway, he had my patio chairs on his side of the lawn. Him sitting in one of them with a, smart butt smile, smirk, whatever you want to call it, holding a Bud Light tall boy. And My son said, "What's this?" I don't know. I was with you, so I don't know. So I got out of the car, proceeded to walk to my porch. Oh, gotta let you go. I have to tend to